Hi, I'm Dr. Jeff Armstrong, an exercise physiologist with a passion for making science simple and life better as we age. I'm the host of the Aging Well podcast, a podcast where we explore the science, stories, and strategies that help us live longer, healthier, and more purposeful lives. I'm here with a review of Rebalance Health, a company that offers supplements designed to support hormonal health, energy, and resilience, particularly in women navigating perimenopause and menopause. Rebalance products are designed to reduce cortisol throughout the day and night, promoting deeper, more restorative sleep by leveraging scientifically backed technologies to optimize sleep strategies and quality. The product uses a proprietary technology called Direct Line to deliver a blend of adaptogens and nutrients in a fast-absorbing lozen, or mint, to target cortisol balance. There are 4 products specific to need. There's Dream, Mellow Mints, Man Mints, and Meno Mints. Personally, I have tried both the Dream and the Meno Mints. They come in kind of a nice little packaging. Looks a lot bigger when you look at it online, but this is the Dream package, just a nice little pouch, disposable pouch. And with these also then come a glass jar, not plastic, nice glass jar, heavy, sturdy glass jar that you can store your mints in and carry them throughout the day and take them. And then I also have taken the Meno Mints, which this package is open. Show you kind of the mints inside. They're just nice mint shape, decent little size and design. These come in a package of 31 per package. So if you're taking 2 a day, that's going to last you a month. I personally take 4 a day, so I need 2 pouches per month. The bedtime ones are a little bit smaller, and I'll show you from my glass jar here. Kind of little heart-shaped mints that you pop these, 1, maybe 2 at night, and we'll talk a little bit more about how these help to regulate cortisol levels, help you sleep, fight stress, and so on. But I personally use both of them. I've been using them for about 2 weeks, and I got to say I really love the product, and it has been tremendously helpful for me in my pursuit of better sleep. First off, let's talk a little bit about the product. It is designed to help maintain cortisol levels. So what is cortisol? Cortisol is that hormone. It's often referred to as the stress hormone, but it is really more of a regulatory hormone. It's the hormone that helps us to kind of balance that fight or flight response. You might be familiar with the fight or flight response. That's that elevation of cortisol levels, epinephrine, norepinephrine, hormones that are preparing our bodies to either respond to stress by fighting or fleeing, getting the heck out of there. And stress is something that we somewhat take for granted. Stress is almost constant in our current environment. We're constantly scrolling, we're constantly on our phone, we're constantly checking news, checking updates. We never allow our bodies to really get out of that fight or flight response. And so part of the purpose of the Rebalance system is to help to regulate that cortisol, bring the cortisol levels down. Cortisol is not necessarily a bad thing. I think it gets a little bit overrated in much of the kind of influencer circles, but it is an important hormone. And if it is out of balance, we're going to have trouble with sleep. We're going to tend to be putting on greater amount of visceral fat, which is obviously leading more toward metabolic syndrome and many, many other health conditions. So managing our stress throughout the day, whether it's through breathing techniques, through exercise, getting adequate rest, and so on, is very highly important. And the Rebalance mints really just help support that system. They're not necessarily lowering cortisol. It's not like cortisol has to be lowered to be healthy. It should be managed, and that's what we're trying for with these. So how have these worked? For me personally, I have been struggling with sleep for who knows how long. It was really about a year ago that I considered getting a sleep study done. Took a while to get that done. It was almost a year in the process of actually getting the study and then getting diagnosed with sleep apnea and getting a CPAP machine. I found with the CPAP machine, apparently, according to my doctor, it's helping, but it is not comfortable. It's not helping me sleep. I don't feel like my recovery has been as good. And I do track my sleep on a regular basis. I've been using a Garmin watch for a while. The battery in that thing is horrible. Totally different review there. I recently just purchased the Whoop-like device, which is the Amazfit, I believe is how it's pronounced. Amazfit strap or Helio strap. And I've been using that for about a week now. And it's given me pretty good consistent sleep scores, activity scores. Their equivalent to the Garmin's body battery is the BioCharge. So it kind of records your readiness in the morning after sleep and gives you a good idea of how well you are sleeping. And I have to say, between the two devices, the quality of my sleep has dramatically improved using the Dream Mints first, because that's what I really started with. I used Dream first, and that's what I would recommend. If you're only going to try one of them, try the Dream first and see how that helps your sleep. And then I've been using the Nano Mints through the day. The Nano Mints, to me, seem to have a much greater effect on my mood and my calmness throughout the day. I'm somebody who can kind of express my stress a little bit more frequently. I've found for myself cursing less, much more calmer mood, much more even temper throughout the day. I have not tried it or tested it on a long drive, which driving is probably what brings out the worst in me. But I have seen that there's a much greater calm, much more evenness to my temperament. On the podcast, we talk about our SPIs, our spiritual, physical, intellectual, emotional, and social well-beings. I really think it is helping me in the emotional realm, keeping me a little bit more even keel. And then from our 6 pillars of health and aging well, which are exercise and physical activity, maintaining a healthy body composition, eating a healthy diet, having good sleep hygiene, not smoking, and having good, purposeful social connections. I think from that standpoint, my sleep is much, much better, and sleep is helping me with recovery then. I'm able to recover from exercise, which means I'm able to exercise more. I feel like I'm maintaining muscle mass or gaining muscle mass much more effectively, which at 62 is a big thing. I'm stronger, I have more energy throughout the day, and it's really helping me to get that better sleep. And we've elevated sleep to probably our top priority when we're looking at health and longevity, that the better sleep we have, the more it's going to help for our brain health. It's going to help with our exercise ability, our recovery from exercise, so the quality of the exercise that we're getting and the quality of the adaptation that we're getting from the exercise. And so overall, I feel like this product has been a tremendous help for me. It's quite simple and easy to take. You just carry your jar with you once or twice a day. Just grab one of your mints. If I can grab one here, just pop it in the mouth. And you want to suck on it throughout whatever period of time. You don't want to chew them. You want to make sure that it dissolves in your mouth, because the product has a specific technology. Technology is referred to as direct line. It's their patented delivery system. So it doesn't have to pass through the gut. It gets into the system much more effectively, requiring far lower doses of the various products that are involved. It involves a number of different types of aptogens and nutrients, and it's going to depend a little bit on which product you are buying. The Manamint is specific for men. The Menomint is more for women, particularly women who are perimenopausal and menopausal. And the Melomint is kind of for everybody. And I have not tried that one yet. Actually have that on order. That's the next one for me to try. My plan is to kind of keep a balance between using the Manomints and the Melomints in addition to the Dream in order to support my sleep, my mood, overall energy levels, and my male hormonal levels. So price-wise, the product can seem a little bit pricey. It is a one-time purchase price of $59.99 for the Melomint, the Manmint, and the Menomint. The Dream is only $45.99. You'll save by subscribing. If you subscribe, the regular mints are going to be $49.99 per package. So again, 31 mints should last you roughly a month. or $38.99 for the Dream. And you can also save by bundling. A bundle of, say, the Man Mint and Dream Mint, which is what I do, is $80.08 when you subscribe. And I think price-wise, I mean, it does seem a little bit pricey, but when you consider what you're getting in the product, the benefit that you get from the product, and the number of other supplements that you might be able to avoid taking, you end up saving a fair amount of money. And they'll give you, kind of initial pricing benefits when you first subscribe. So you save a little bit of money there. Is it worth it? I believe it is. It's a good price. It is a good system. Again, I recommend trying Dream first. I think you'll be able to see the benefits of using the product, and then you can expand into the other packages. If you are going through perimenopause or menopause, they also have a package that is designed specifically for that. I would encourage you to try that out as well. And you can also save on the price by using the Aging Well podcast link that I will provide below. And that particular link is rebalancehealth.com/agingwell. And you will save money on there and as well support the podcast. So I highly recommend the product. It's really worth it. And you can get your nice little bottles. Each bottle is labeled, so you don't have to worry about which one am I taking. And take one or two of the general mints throughout the day and one or two mints of the Dream at night. And I will assure you that you will have better sleep, better calmness, and overall better regulation of your stress hormones, or particularly that regulatory hormone, the cortisol. So give Rebalance a try. I assure you you'll sleep better. You'll be more focused, more attentive throughout the day, more balanced and calm. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. This works for me, and I'm pretty confident it will work for most people, but not everything works for everybody. And so give it a try, see how it works for you. If it doesn't work, then there are other ways that we can manage our cortisol levels and manage our stress. Stay tuned to the Aging Well podcast to learn more about that. But if it works, let me know in the comments and let me know what your experience is, and certainly share it with others so that they too can benefit not only from the Rebalance health products, but also share the podcast. If you benefit from watching the Aging Well podcast or listening to it wherever you get your podcast, please share it, like it, and be sure to follow or subscribe depending on the platform that you use. And just keep aging well.